These are the most outrageous methods that got me jacked. And the last few are the most outrageous. How this list is gonna work is S tier is for the most effective, outrageous methods that got me jacked. And obviously F tier is the worst. They suck, they don't get you jacked. So basically it's ranked by what gets you the most jacked. And it gets increasingly more outrageous as the video goes. So stick to the end, it gets crazier and crazier. Anyways, my name's Dylan De Los Santos. What I do, I'm an online fitness coach, and I'm not like one of the online ditties who've lifted for 2 months and call themselves a fitness coach. I have 6 years of natural lifting under my belt. I've done it all, literally, with lifting. I've tried the powerlifting route, I've competed in bodybuilding, I've done everything you can name. Oh, and I've gone from the complete bottom esports player jerking off 3 times a day to looking jacked as fuck at zoo culture. Without further ado, let's get it started with a bang. First one, we got Cali, the best method to get jacked. This is fucking fire. Definitely use Cali. Play it. I think Cali is one of the worst things to happen to influencers in general. You could really tell who's a spineless little bitch by who promotes Cali for a quick bag. If you're already making a fuck ton of money, why the fuck are you promoting this bullshit, bro? You know damn well that all you have to do is go on your phone for an extra 15 seconds to type in the food you just ate and get the grams of the food you just ate. It is not that hard. Like Cali, it's complete bullshit. There's no way it's gonna track the fucking pancakes you had this morning, bro. Think about that for a second. You could have put 100 chocolate chips in the pancake and you took a picture. Cali could have said that shit was 200 calories when in reality that shit was 700. This is the most inaccurate bullshit in the world. Do not use Cali. I will not sell out my fitness knowledge for a sponsorship unless I got like a mil. You know, I might have to change my mind. Cali is the best thing ever, but nah, Cali F tier does not work. Do not fall for this outrageous bullshit. Now next, tracking your calories. Wow, so outrageous, right? I always say, I mainly put this in because all the rest of the methods are pretty crazy. This one is a normal method because you guys need to know this. 90% of diet is literally tracking your calories and protein. What I mean by tracking your calories is if you want to gain weight, you have to be in a slight surplus, which the app will do for you. And if you want to lose weight, you have to be in a slight deficit, which the app also does for you. Now, all you have to do to find your surplus and deficit is literally just type in your stats, type in how active you are. And if you guys don't know how active you are, just ask ChatGPT, it'll tell you. I will say you'll get 90% of the results in terms of physique wise if you just honestly track on MyFitnessPal. It is so useful. And it doesn't take you that much time. It is not an ad for MyFitnessPal. You use any tracking thing, I don't care. This is just what I use throughout my lifting journey that helped me. MyFitnessPal is gonna be in a tier list of its own. It's fucking goated. And if you wanna watch any of my cutting guides, they all have how to actually set it up. But let's continue. The next thing we got is the bulking shake. Basically, the bulking shake is a very, very high calorie dense shake with a shit ton of protein that isn't super unhealthy. It is basically the best thing you could possibly do. If you are a hard gainer, right? Like I was, and you struggle to get clean calories down, the best way to add more clean calories is simply add a shake. I have all my lean bulking clients have some form of a bulking shake. The reason why is because it's so efficient. You could bring it to work, bring it to school, but mainly if you have a shift at work and you get like a 10-minute break, you can down 1,000 calories easy, but you cannot eat 1,000 calories easy. So it's really easy to use, really mobile. And again, you can even put some bullshit in the shake, like some Oreos if you really wanted to, bro. It will 100% break your plateau as a hard gainer. Bulking shake is gonna be an S tier one. Now we're on to the truly outrageous methods. Next method, calisthenics. Now, calisthenics, the 100 push-ups silently in your room with pull-ups, is underrated when you're starting because you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and at that point, your muscles are so sensitive to growth that you literally can do push-ups and pull-ups and actually get some gains. But overall, I will say this. When you talk to those motherfuckers who say, oh yeah, bro, 100 push-ups, I got fucking huge off that. Like, do not listen to him, bro. You do not have those genetics. You are not heme, bro. I'm telling you, 100 push-ups will keep you small as fuck, bro. But calisthenics in general is a decent starting point, but it's definitely not the best. I'm gonna put this in C tier. And I know the jacked, unnatty calisthenic guys who are just shredded out of their mind are gonna comment and be like, oh, fuck you, bro. Calisthenics is the wave. I don't give a fuck. Let's box, bro. Anyways, like, enough of me being a dickhead. Next, now we're on some truly outrageous shit. Heartbreak. Now, Heartbreak, in my opinion, is not going to be S tier because think about this. It depends on the person and how you look at it. if you get heartbroken and you feel this freedom, right? Like that person was weighing you down and you want to prove to yourself that you can do it, right? That you don't need that other person to survive and you can be disciplined on your own, right? And you find more out of yourself. That's S tier, right? Of course, using your pain to level up instead of using the pain to fucking text her another paragraph and be like, oh, please stay, like you're a little pussy. Instead, if you actually use that to lift hard as fuck, that is actually going to be an S tier method. But a lot of people, when they get heartbroken, the opposite happens. They stress eat, they go downhill. If you use a heartbreak as an upward spiral, I'm telling you, it is the best thing you possibly do. It's caffeine without taking caffeine. Heartbreak usually is amazing. I don't care about these enlightened guys telling you, oh, well, bro, revenge, no revenge, peace, bro. When you're, come on, bro. If you get broken up with or, you know, some bullshit happens, you're a little salty. And when you have that salty man energy, I'm telling you, you'll lift way harder. So heartbreak is definitely going to go in A tier. The salty man's energy. I love that. Next, we got enjoying the process. Music before the gym, whatever you do, as much caffeine, gram of caffeine, whatever the fuck you enjoy. The perfect split, the perfect like diet that works for you, right? This basically is all the stuff you enjoy doing in the gym. You make the gym as fun as possible and as enjoyable as possible. You actually fall in love with your process. Now, I know it doesn't sound outrageous, but for some people, if they are, bro, you take caffeine every day, you take pre-workout every day, that's not healthy. Well, you know what's not healthy? Being a fat fuck. That's not healthy. So fuck you. Caffeine before the gym, blasting music in your ears, frying your dopamine receptors, who fucking cares? If that shit gets you in the gym and it becomes a passion for you to lift weights, let's just say you also enjoy the split you do. It could be not a very optimal split, but if you enjoy doing it, bro, and you stick to the gym and stay consistent, that guy that does that is gonna get way more gains than the guy who's miserable and hates his process. This is an S tier one for sure, because the enjoyment of the process is what's gonna keep you consistent. Now, next, this is gonna be really controversial for me. Lifting for girls and just strictly for the bitches, bro. Strictly huzz and strictly looking good. It doesn't have to be for huzz. It could be to look good for your girlfriend too. Now, a lot of people are like, lift for yourself, bro. Like, I'll be so honest. When I started lifting, when I was a young kid, it really was for myself. I wasn't like one of these guys who just lifted to strictly get bitches. But if I told you that me wanting to look good on the beach with my shirt off and me wanting to get more confident, wanting to impress women, send sicker ab pics on Snapchat, have a better profile on Instagram, and look jacked, if I told you that part of it wasn't for girls, I'd be in hell for how big of a lie that is, bro. I'm telling you. Lifting for girls and strictly for female attention is not the worst reason to lift at all. And don't listen to these retards who are gonna tell you it's all, oh bro, body game doesn't matter, like the girls will, bro, they only like your face, start bone smashing. Like, don't listen to these little autistic kids. They've never even gone outside, bro. Fuck them. I'm telling you, lifting for girls will elevate you. Now, I swear, it's like some primal instinct for men, bro. If you know you're lifting to improve your looks, do all that, yes, it's a bit shallow, but it's a good start and it'll get you the fire, you know? And of course, it'll keep you looking good and consistent. A lot of the guys who, oh, lift for myself, and they have their girlfriends, a lot of them can't handle it yet, and they just end up looking like shit later on because they don't want to push themselves. The guys who are still in the dating market and competitive as fuck, that want to fuck the hottest models possible, who want the best physique possible, those guys end up the most jacked. So lifting for girls, I'll put it A tier because, again, it is shallow. You do need to lift for the enjoyment of lifting itself and to stay healthy, because I will say it does get shallow, but for me, when I was a young kid without confidence, it gave me the confidence to want to, you know, go outside my comfort zone a lot more. So lifting for girls, definitely A tier. Bro, take some Ride 140 for the bitches, bro. Who gives a fuck? Don't do that. That's terrible. You can honestly hit your natty potential in like 3 years. I agree with fucking Dorian. Next, we got overtraining. Now, of course, I have David Goggins because obviously he overtrains like a motherfucker. His own quote, not mine. David Goggins is the fucking man, right? And he's pretty jacked and he overtrains. I'm pretty jacked and some people said I overtrained. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is insanely hard to overtrain unless you're a fucking idiot. I think overtraining, like training hard, training to failure, like these guys tell you not to, is one of the best things you could possibly do at the start of the gym. It teaches you to push yourself and go further and go into something beyond what you knew you were capable of. Training hard as fuck and overtraining is way better than undertraining. And honestly, as long as you get adequate rest in between sessions, That's what's gonna get you the growth, right? Because you don't grow in the gym, you grow for recovering from the gym. But I do think overtraining low-key is the reason I'm pretty jacked, because I would kill my muscle, but I was on push-pull legs, so I had a lot of time in between sessions. And honestly, from my perspective, if you're small and you keep overtraining, you'll learn what training hard is, and you'll learn to love training. Most people undertrain, not overtrain. I'm gonna put overtraining in A tier, because I would put it in S tier, but if you dead ass are hitting chest 2 days in a row, you're a fucking moron. That's where it would be F tier. So I have to balance it out. That's an A tier. Now, the last outrageous method, looking up to fake natty. Now, obviously, these two arguable fake natties. He was a retroactive fake natty, apparently. Not sure. I honestly don't know what I'm talking about. Greg, please don't sue me or whatever you did to fucking anabolic stick, whatever that fucker's name was. But honestly, I think me looking up to fake natties, having false hope that I could look like any of these guys natural in 2 years, made me lift 20 times harder and gave me hope. And a lot of people clown on them. They're like, oh, they do this virtue signaling, like they want to inspire people. Bro, it inspired me to completely change my life. And honestly, looking up to these dudes gave me inspiration. I was inspired as fuck by them. It didn't make me think, oh, I'm not making enough gains naturally, it must be my genetics. No, it's just like someone can fucking look like that out there naturally. Even though I was a fucking idiot and believed it, it helped me more than it hurt me, because I had that delusional confidence where, oh, if I keep training, I'll look like them. Thing is, you get close and you get an amazing physique even shooting for the stars. Shoot for the stars, land on the moon. Overall, looking up to fake natties is gonna get you huge. I'm not gonna lie, this is 100% S tier. This will get you big as fuck. No downsides to having delusional self-belief. But anyways, guys, that was the outrageous methods that got me jacked. If you guys like this style of video, make sure to fucking smash the like. I love making these tier lists. But anyways, boys, you guys already know, almost to 2K subs. Let's fucking get us to 2K. And if you guys want to work with me one-to-one, want me to get you fucking jacked, links down below. And of course, guys, as always, sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's growth. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.